Welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use lights in ISAC sim. At first, we're gonna practice using light sources in ISAC sim GUI, and then how to make those code lines for that. So making lights from GUI is super easy. From create and light, you can find and you can make those barriers light sources. But for practice, let me first create a ground plane and create a small cube mesh. And lastly, if you click this plus button in environment, you can find this default light. Let me turn off this default light. How can I do so? Click this eye shade button. So everything is become dark. And let's make our first light source. That is the most popular light source. It is pure light. Seems like nothing happening here. And can you guess why? If I zoom out, look at this. This light source is too large. So now it has radius 50. I'm gonna make it the radius 1. Yeah, I think now it works fine. Okay, let's move our pure light a little bit upward. And next thing, we're gonna create this create light. This one, disk light. Yeah, it looks like a disk shape. And since it's too large in here again, let's make it radius 50 to 1. And let's turn around this light source, the orientation 0, 0, 0. Yeah, now it looks better. And next thing is create light. This one, distant light. The distant light is kind of special. That's because this is straight and absolute light. Something like the sunshine. So if I change this position, to be honest, changing its position is meaningless, but you can change its rotation. Look at this. Yeah, it moves like the sunshine. Exactly, the day and night, day and night. Okay, like this. This is a distant light. Lastly, I'm gonna make a cylinder light. But before that, this sunlight is too strong, so I'm gonna turn off that and create light. This one, the cylinder light. Yeah, here it is. Since it is too large again, I'm gonna change its length 2 and radius 1. 1, enter. Yeah. It looks like too silly. I'm gonna make it more thin and long. Yeah, now it looks like a light source. So now we made 4 different types of light sources. But like I did before, if you click this property tab from the light sources, you can check out and modify various light properties. They're common properties shared by all light sources such as color, intensity, and exposure. But there are also several properties that are not. Something like if you click this cylinder light, you can find this length and radius. But for distant light, since it is an absolute light, the radius or this kind of length doesn't have any meaning in here. So each light sources has their own special types. So now it's time to dive into our Python code examples. In this example, I prepared 3 examples. In this video, I'm gonna explain about those 2 examples, hello light and cone light. And you can switch and modify our examples by commenting and uncommenting those lines. So first thing we're gonna look around is this one, hello light. Let's make a new word. From ISAC examples and load balance edu, click this example 6, hello light. Okay, if you click this plus button, you can find those 2 different kinds of light sources. As you can here, we're gonna learn how to spawn those basic 4 light sources through ISAC core API from our Python code. I mean this hello light Python. Let me skim through this setup underbar scene function. For the first time, I turned off the disappear light from default ground plane. How can I do so? Like this. Got an attribute of this light. And what kind of attribute? That is intensity. I made the intensity of sphere light as 0. So exactly I turned off. And next thing is I spawned this little tiny cube. Nothing special. Lastly, those 4 paragraph is making 4 different kinds of light sources. Now in here, I'm using this package, USD logs. The basic usage of this USD log is USD logs. That's something that define. The something can be sphere light or disk or distant, and finally cylinder light. And after that, I modified their values and properties, radius, intensity, and translations. That's all. Super easy. But I have one thing to mention in here. That is, let's click this USD logs and let's check where all this is from. It's from PXR. I mean, not an omni.isaac something. So currently, Omniverse is using various graphic libraries. And to be honest, if you deeply dive into this omni.isaac package, you might notice that this is also basically just a wrapped version. And all omni.something is made of USD or something other fundamental packages. So although we are now using this Python code from the NVIDIA, I think NVIDIA might migrate this PXR package in their Omniverse Core API also. So some of the part is already migrated, but some are not. But just my guess. So we'll see. Maybe in the next few years, this package will be disappear because we don't need it and everything is already implemented in here. So this is the basic usage of the implementing light sources in Isaac Sim. So now let's learn our next example. That is this one, cone light. Comment this line and uncomment this line, and let's make a new word. So save our new example and run as examples. Load balance CDUs, example 6, hello light. Play load button. Yeah, this is our lizard. And doesn't this look like a stage light? So you can make this kind of fancy light effects with USD logs and its properties. So let's move to our code. This one, cone light. Everything is same as before, but the only thing I modified is this part. Look at this. So I got a shaping API from SphereLight and made it cone shape by modifying its range into 45 degrees. So you can imagine about the range of these light sources. So this is how I implement this cone like and staging light looks like shape. And in the future, we're gonna learn about how to randomize all those values in here. And that's because in our world, let's think about our real world and something like sunshine. Every day sun goes, sunlight, and we can sometimes watch the pink sunshine or orange sunshine. Finally, something like red sunshine also. So we have to randomize all those values in here, and we'll learn about that in the next and future videos. So stay tuned, and thank you for watching this video. And the thing is, in our next video, I would like to introduce a small project for you guys. So stay tuned. See you soon. Bye bye.